Hello YouTube, welcome to today's video. In today's video, I basically want to make a quick reminder that in Soloq, people's win rate doesn't really matter too much. Way too many people are simply using win rate as the solo metric for determining how good a player is or how bad a player is. And if that win rate isn't good, then they will flame it. Now, I will say as long as you're above 50% win rate, then you're somewhat good because you're at least winning the same or slightly more than you are losing. But if it is overall below 50%, then of course the win rate has an effect and matters because you are losing more than you are winning. But I wanted to come up with a few examples as of to why it doesn't really matter. So everyone thinks that, oh, if you have a 75% win rate, a 70% win rate, 60% win rate, that then you're a really good player. While in reality, that's not really the case. So here on my account, I have 17 more wins than I have losses, but I have a 53% win rate overall because I've played 300 games throughout this season. Now, if you then go ahead and take a look at a person who's played over 1,000 games, this guy has 14 more wins than losses, but he only has a 51% win rate. We then go to a more extreme and say, what about a player who's almost played 2,000 games? Well, he has 16 more wins than losses and only has a 50% win rate. Now, if we compare this to people who have a fresh account or is transferred or simply doesn't have that many games, if you have 20 wins and 5 losses, you have a 75% win rate. You have 80. My brain is a bit slow. But yeah, you basically have a really high win rate, and you would think, oh, this person must be really, really good. While in reality, no, because he has the same amount of wins as someone like this. It's just out of the total amount of games played, it's not that many. Same thing for a person who has 35 wins and 15 losses, puts you at 70% win rate. People would say that this is Soloq monster, while in reality he's not really better than most of other players, simply because he doesn't have that many games. Now, if we're talking about people who make it to like really high elos such as Challenger, of course then they are actually Soloq monsters, but people who just go on a fresh account and have big ego and say, oh, you're hard stuck because you have this win rate, while in reality they probably have the same amount of win differences compared to losses as everybody else in the game, and are actually nothing special. So yeah, on top of that, the only thing that really matters is how you're playing recently. So I would say that anything that is past your last 100 games aren't really relevant, because within the last 100 games you should already have improved. Even 100 games is a very big number. It should probably be closer to some like 40 or 50 games. So if your win rate across the board, so let's say this person now has a 30% win rate, then let's compare. So this guy in his last 40 games has a 48% win rate, so he's not really doing too good. I have a 63% win rate, so I'm doing fairly good. And then this guy has a 51% win rate, so he's doing slightly good, but of course could be doing better. That's all that matters. It doesn't really matter if you're 50% win rate or 51, 52, 53. If you just have a decent amount of more wins than losses, and that you're winning more than you're losing recently, and that you're improving your last 20 games or 40 games or 50 games, then you're still a somewhat decent player. And people who are just shit talking are probably just smurfs who simply can't do math properly. So that's basically the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and no point in really commenting on this video, so just hope you want to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then I hope to see you guys in the next one. And then yeah, otherwise check out my Twitch stream, and then I just want to say thank you for watching and see you guys.